Welcome to the Moontails Anime Podcast. I am your host, Azumi. Your co-host. And here is your host, Law.
Do. Hi, everyone.
Hi. And then we have Just Riku.
Hi, thank you for having me again, guys.
You're gonna be a regular here. What do you
Look
mean? Thank you
at
for having
his
me.
enthusiasm.
That doesn't make me any less grateful.
All right. So
So
today,
today,
go ahead. Go.
yeah, you go ahead. It's okay.
All right. So today we're going to be going over Ranker.com's list of the top 20 female characters in Naruto. Just because we don't want to talk about like 100 irrelevant characters that showed up for one episode. Like that that filler for like this the village hidden under the stars, and all those episodes where like Kakashi would get a random love interest and then he would never see her again. But yeah, so starting on the list, we're going to go from the 20th spot, the infamous Sakura Haruno. What are your thoughts, everybody?
Well, the fact that we started the list with her on the bottom, well, I think it's really fitting. I'm surprised she's actually even in the top 20. Considering she's, to me, one of the worst characters in the entire series.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like she was a terrible person. I don't know
Oh,
if she was a
definitely.
terrible character, you know?
Oh, I mean, if you put it that way, I guess
I
you're right.
think
Maybe
she
I
just
could be
wasn't given much
exaggerating a little bit.
justice.
Because I feel like she had terribly misogynistic writing when they were younger. Like she was just so garbagely bland, and her whole goal was just Sasuke. I mean, like throughout the series, her whole goal was Sasuke, which is what I really didn't like about her.
I
But
don't feel it was just for Sasuke.
Yeah.
what do you mean?
I feel like she genuinely wanted to be strong and capable of actually being able to protect herself and protect others. It's just that she was a character that I felt was written solely to love and just have eyes only for Sasuke almost the entire first what is it, Naruto Uncut? Like out of
Just saying
all
the
of
first
Naruto
part of
Uncut,
Naruto.
the
Yeah.
first part of Naruto, she's basically just that. Like she
Yeah,
doesn't really want to do anything for herself until he leaves. So I feel like they didn't do her justice since the beginning. Like even in all her fights, she always needs assistance. Like
Always.
even in
yeah.
Sasori's fight was one of the best fights. I genuinely believe it was one of the best fights in Naruto. I genuinely enjoyed it, but I just felt so bad that every time she has an opportunity to fight, someone has to be standing beside her
Yeah.
because the writer doesn't feel that she's powerful enough to fight on her own, even though I do believe she's capable of doing it. She has proven herself several
Probably,
times.
but
And she
I
has
like the
been trained by
Sasori fight.
one of
Yeah,
the greatest characters in the show. Like Tsunade is an amazing character. I just
Tsunade
feel like
is.
she wasn't done justice.
She wasn't done justice, you say. Anyways,
Yeah.
she. I can agree with you on the Sasori point. I loved the Sasori fight, but not because of Sasuke. I feel like the Sasori fight had so much more to offer
Not
than
because of
Sakura.
Sasuke. Sasuke
Oh,
didn't
my
have to do
bad.
it.
Sakura.
Yeah.
Like she's
Yeah.
so useless. I forgot her name. Uh,
I
um,
think
she's
I was
just
gonna say like one of the things that really bothered me about Sakura is not just her whole life revolves around Sasuke. It's just that she was also super mean to to our protagonist Naruto.
oh
Like
my god,
she
she
was
like
extremely
She was.
cruel.
literally like those memes that are like, oh, when Sasuke fought Naruto, she went and made apple slices for him, and then he just threw it on the floor. But then when she sent Naruto to almost die fighting Sasuke, she didn't even have like the empathy to get into the hospital room he was in. Like
Mm-hmm.
she was
I feel
just
like
terrible.
I think in
Yeah,
that
she
case
didn't
she
do
was just
him
feeling guilty that
justice.
she sent Naruto into get into that condition that he came back to. And that's why she started learning with Tsunade.
She
I felt that too. But she still didn't do him justice. Like she did treat him like crap throughout most of the show, and it was the
Yeah,
only friend. He was literally the only friend that was actually always like by her side.
I
So I
wish,
felt it was really messed up.
I wish like she ended up with anyone other than Sasuke, because like it would have shown how much she's grown, and
Yeah.
to like let go of that childish side of her.
Mhm.
But she
But
just
she has grown.
Yeah, I remember when she
Like
cut her hair.
eventually she did grow a lot, and she wasn't just choosing. She wasn't just choosing Sasuke over everything, you know. Like
yeah,
she
she
did
chose
her
Sasuke
best in the
over
Great
her
Ninja
hair.
War.
Yeah. I mean, she always picked Sasuke when he was around. But whenever he wasn't around, then yeah, she didn't pick Sasuke.
Mhm. Oh my god.
I will say, like, I don't think she doesn't deserve to be out of the top 20. She probably does deserve a spot there because she is written somewhat well as the show progresses, but she does have some major character flaws. And yeah,
I
I
get
personally just don't like her because of how much she manipulated Naruto. Like, that was just what bothered me the most. Like,
Yeah.
I get I guess when it comes to female characters in Naruto, there aren't that many to begin with. So maybe top 20 might be lowballing it.
yeah,
Because there really isn't that many great, like actually
yeah,
great characters in Naruto that are female.
I agree.
And
There's like maybe one or two,
yeah,
but
like
Yeah.
like Tsunade or like you guys mentioned the Sasori fight. I'm sure we're gonna talk about her later, but like
uh,
Chiyo,
yeah, Chio is amazing. We're gonna talk about her soon, but I love the Sasori fight, not because of Sakura at all. Like, I people like besides the jokes that are like, oh, Sasori died to Sakura, blah blah blah. Like, I wouldn't even have remembered she was in that fight. I can't remember a single other fight besides like the final one versus Kaguya that she was even a part of. Like, she's
like
just
in the
uh,
Damn.
she was just there. Like
yeah.
even in the final fight, she was just there. Like you can say like, oh, she helped in the last part. She punched her in the head. Like, is it is it really that much of a contribution?
I love how much she put
It
into
is.
fighting
It is a
Pain.
huge contribution though.
No, I love how much
They
effort she
wouldn't
put
have been
into
able
fighting
not
Pain.
I did find it funny though, like how when she got reunited with Naruto and Sasuke, and she said like, "Hey, I can stand on the same ground as you two."
And like, be careful, Naruto. If you
And
close your eyes, I might steal the Hokage spot.
man, when I read that, I remember going like,
uh, okay, I feel like everything Azumi wants Sakura to be, Tsunade is.
you could say that, yeah.
Like, Tsunade is leagues better as a character than
she
Sakura.
is.
I mean, I
She
just scrolled up.
definitely is. I'm not pulling her and comparing her to Tsunade,
I know, but I'm saying like she
but she does
deserves
have a lot of
most of
strong
the hate.
elements.
She deserves most of the hate. Like, wanting to be
Despite like
strong
the
doesn't
hate.
make her unique in a series
I
where everybody
know.
wants to be strong.
Yeah,
I know that, but she did fight hard for it. We do see it as the story progresses. You can't say otherwise.
is she the only medic in the entire Konoha 11?
Yeah, maybe.
Probably,
Really?
yeah.
God
Wow.
damn. I mean, in a way, she's useful, but just not in the story. I mean, like she's not useless
Yeah, she
by the end
isn't.
by
Like,
the
I
end of
feel like
Shippuden. That she
people
has interesting
hate
powers.
How many
people
people
talk
would have
about.
died if she wasn't there?
Yeah, Naruto probably would have died when the Nine Tails was taken out of him.
Okay, we got one Naruto.
We got
Uh,
Kankuro. Kankuro would have died
Yeah,
from
Kankuro.
poison.
I don't even remember that. But
That
Grandma Chio probably would
Oh
have
my
died
god.
if Sakura wasn't there to like punch Sasori.
was it her that made that antidote, or was it Tsunade the one that made the antidote?
Oh my god.
I can't remember right now.
Okay, let's believe Azumi.
Yeah, it was Sakura. Yeah, let's say it's Sakura.
She
Okay.
literally took it out of him.
Oh, that's why she went to the village. No, no, no. It was completely Sakura. It was completely Sakura.
It was
Oh yeah,
all
you're right.
Sakura.
Wow.
Anyways, I guess long story short,
And people were telling her it was
She,
impossible.
yeah, she saved Shiyo and
yeah,
temporarily
good
only for her to
good for
sacrifice
her.
herself later.
Good good
like
for
10 minutes
Sakura.
later.
Like she's not useless like the fans say, but I do think she deserves a lot of hate for her manipulative behaviors.
God
I
damn!
don't
Remember
think
when
she's
Yeah,
completely
I can
trash,
agree with
but as a character, I don't think she's trash. She served her purpose, but as a person, I would not. I would just would
I,
not be associated with this person.
I mean, I just
that.
scrolled a little bit higher, and for one thing, whoever made this list, I don't even know what to say about that. But like,
Yeah, we will talk about that as we go along. Okay, as we're
Yeah,
talking
don't
about the
spoil all
list,
the
let's
people
go to
on there.
number 19. Karin. What are your thoughts, everybody?
you know, for
Jeez, yeah.
all, I was gonna say for all that
That
I
kid had
don't
a
like,
sad backstory.
I was gonna say for all that I don't like about Sakura being obsessed with Sasuke, I kind of like that about Karin
Okay, I kind
because
of
I find it
She's
agree
funny.
sweeter
there.
about it.
I can agree there.
She's funnier. I find
Yeah.
I think it's played more for laughs, even though it's really serious for her.
No, no, no. But what I do like is that she gets her moment where she realizes, oh shit, I like Sasuke so much, but he doesn't give a shit about me. Sakura never
Yeah,
gets that moment.
I really
That's
wish
what's
Sakura
so
got that moment.
frustrating about Sakura. She gets her happy ever after being a terrible person chasing Sasuke like a dog.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's kind of at the end. He's kind of like, fuck it.
yeah.
Like, there's a
I,
reason why this dude left her with a 12-year-old daughter he's never seen in his life. He literally saw Sakura and dipped.
yeah. Wow,
He's
remember that
like,
episode in
I'm
Boruto
he's like,
certain.
where
I'm
where
I
certain.
have to restore my clan.
man, I remember that
I
episode in
don't know.
Boruto where Sarada thought for a second that Karin was her real mother, and I'm like,
I
wow, that
was
would have.
hoping, I was hoping
I
Karin
would,
was the real mother because that would be so much better. Like it's
Mm.
better, it's a better story for like Sasuke to go back to Karin and apologize and show that he's grown versus Sakura not even growing from her obsession with Sasuke, still going and ending up with him. Whereas if he were to go with Karin, they both would show character development in getting
I
together.
don't think she would have been happy though.
Karin,
Yeah, she deserves
if
better than Sasuke personally.
but Sasuke by the end grew a
Sasuke
lot.
is a shitty person,
He is, but
and
I'm saying like
Sakura is a shitty person.
if he were
So
yeah.
to
shitty people deserve each other. Karin
okay,
Also,
wasn't a shitty person. She
oh,
doesn't
so
deserve that
Karin is
Karin
above
sad
was
and
awesome.
Sasuke.
isolated relationship that
Karin
Sakura and Sasuke have.
Karin was awesome. I gotta say, like, I really did enjoy her character.
I loved her
Yeah,
too.
She when she was
I
on screen, she was
She was
funny.
annoying sometimes, but like I loved her.
I do
I
gotta
think
say,
she
like
deserves a higher spot.
my opinion on the Karin really got higher when she realized that Sasuke was not good for her.
Yeah,
Like
that's
when
what
she was
I'm
like,
saying.
God
She
damn.
had growth that Sakura
I
didn't.
felt more for her once I learned more of her backstory.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I
it
felt
was,
Back
it
like
was really sad.
she genuinely had a story to go by, while
Yeah.
Sakura had like she was kind of like the only member of her team that actually had a normal childhood and didn't really have anything like
I don't think that's anything
any
that
problems ever.
detracts. I don't
Do
think
we
that's
even
anything
know?
that detracts from
I
her.
don't think it detracts, but like
Do we know
she didn't
anything about
have
Sakura's
a.
parents?
No. Well, I think they were shown once, but
Were they? I remember
yeah,
They were
Ino's
shown.
parents.
They were
they were
shown
they were just
a few
basic
times
designs.
throughout the show, like in movies or like I think one time where she like
Oh my
I don't know, she
god.
upgraded ranks and
Oh
Naruto
my
was there and he was like really depressed because
wait,
like
Oh,
wait,
you
wait,
know
wow.
he didn't have family.
wait,
Oh, I've
wait,
What?
never seen
wait.
them.
I need to talk about something that annoyed me the fuck out of
What?
Sorry?
Sakura.
Oh,
She
Sakura.
would literally complain about Naruto being an orphan to Sasuke, who's an orphan. Like
Oh,
she had no fucking brain. And
She had
like
no brain.
like
She had
Naruto would be
no brain.
depressed and she would be complaining about her
She'd be
parents
like,
to him.
ha,
Like, bro,
orphan.
I wish I had parents. Like, oh my god, she was terrible. Karin would never do that. That's why Karin's on a whole nother level.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't remember where I read
She
this.
understood the situation.
I remember this
But
comment
wasn't that
where
when
like,
she was little?
Who cares? No, but she's also
Like
did
kids
do
make a
stuff when
lot
she
of
was older.
mistakes.
yeah,
She
like
did
kids,
do
kids are
she did
kids suck.
say stuff when she was a bit older too, like complaining about her parents, and Naruto just on the swing, like, bro, like you're
Oh, that
lucky
was
you
in the
have parents.
movie. She
Yeah,
complained a lot, and he actually got mad. I remember that.
yeah, because
And
Sakura's annoying.
then she started living like without a family during that movie. I forgot what it was called.
I
Road to
forget.
something.
The
Road.
But
Road to Ninja.
I think it was Road to Ninja. But
Mhm.
yeah, he they kind of just switched roles. Like he actually had a family and she didn't. So she would come home, she would be really happy that she was free from her parents and everything. But eventually, as like time went on, she was like, man, I'm really fucking depressed. Like I have no one by my side. I am like lonely as shit. Like I miss my parents. And she's constantly telling Naruto, like, hey, we have to get out of this dimension. And he's like, no, I have parents in this dimension. And like,
Yeah, she's really selfish,
She
especially
is
yeah,
early.
so
annoyingly selfish, but
yeah.
Karina was not. She would like Sakura would maybe like use her hands like to use like techniques on your chest.
She
Karin
was
would be
being
like, "No,
used. I feel
fight my
bad.
chest."
I think the problem with
I
Sakura is
love
that
Karin so much.
yeah, yeah. It's just like the difference between Karin and Sakura is that Sakura has had so much screen time, and every time she's there, she's really unlikable. Whereas other characters with less screen time, like Karin, she does things that make her a little more endearing.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. I think. Do you guys think Karin
I
deserves the
think because
19th
she
spot?
felt like
Higher, I
because
will
she
say.
struggled in life, I felt like she felt Sasuke's pain and the rest of her group members' pain. So I felt like she was able to like really understand where they were coming from. And that's why like whenever they were in pain, she would immediately help them, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Like
really liked her
she
character
felt
for that.
that, but
I really,
Sakura never felt that. So like she
yeah,
couldn't relate to her team members.
I can
But
understand
she
that.
had everything.
So, are
So
we
I
in
felt that's
agreement?
the only thing that kind of like,
Yeah.
yeah,
No, go ahead.
if you,
Finish.
doubled her down, dialed her down, I
I was
guess.
gonna, I was gonna say if you want, I can reorganize
Yeah.
this list and
Start
make it like a
start
tier
start
list.
making a list. Start making a list now.
Yeah. Okay. So
So
Sakura
Sakura's
would she be
below, of
bottom
course.
tier?
Of course. Sakura would be below
F.
Karin.
So we will
So
go
far,
as
Karin on our list is number one, but it'll change as
Okay,
we go
what's
along.
next on
okay.
the normal
So
list?
so far
The
I got Karin in. I'll put her above it so far. Like I'll just put her above, somewhere above.
You can just like open a notes app and then just write their names in a row, and we'll
Oh
create our
oh
own top 20.
oh! I got a whole tier list here.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah. So
Karin,
for
let's
now,
say B A tier, A tier,
A tier. Okay.
and
And
then
Sakura
Sakura
would
in D
be
tier,
S
D tier,
tier. What do you
D
mean?
tier.
D
She was
tier.
bitten by so many people. She was bitten
Okay,
alive,
okay, we'll
guys.
give her A tier. We'll give her A tier just because she got bitten.
I said S tier.
S
All right.
tier. S tier
You know
Karin.
those memes that are like,
A tier.
oh, things I'd want to eat in a show, and it's just like the ramen from Naruto, then there's rice cakes. I would put Karin up there. Not in
Oh
that
my
way.
gosh!
Not in that way.
Stop! Stop!
Aren't you supposed to just take a bite, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have to eat her.
We'll see. Anyways, number 18, Kari, the girl from the hidden cloud.
I literally have
She,
nothing to say about her.
yeah, me too. I don't know
Who?
how she got up on this list, to be honest. Like,
Who?
my favorite moment of her in the series, I don't know if it was her, but they came to the hidden leaf, and then it's just Naruto, Sai, and Sakura versus their three. And then Naruto makes a shadow clone, charges them, and then they're fighting. And then just one like frame, Sakura comes running, and then Karui just kicks the shit out of her off screen, and then they continue fighting like nothing happened.
Kari?
No, Karui. The girl's name is Karui, number 18.
Kari.
Or Karui,
Karui.
I think.
She's the
Karui.
girl that ends up with Choji.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's
that
from Hidden
girl.
Cloud.
She's
I don't
pretty.
I
That's all
really
I remember. All I
it's just
remember is that she's pretty.
I
Yeah.
barely
So
remember her.
I would say on our tier list under Sakura.
Oh, under Sakura?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Do you
sure.
guys
So
agree?
I mean I don't care,
Nah,
honestly.
she deserves to be above Sakura. She's
No,
pretty.
no, actually I think I put her above Sakura because while she doesn't offend me, Sakura does.
No, but I think as a character, Sakura has so much more going for her that I think she has to be over.
Yeah, but
Sakura has to be
you,
over.
let's put it this way. Like
And just
like
say
she has.
10
Facts.
10
She
10
is one of
doesn't
the
affect
best. She is
10.
one of the best medics in the world,
Who cares
and
about that?
she.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, just
No,
look at her
it's okay.
long list of people she
No, no,
saved.
I was just joking. But Sakura is great. Like you're saying, she does have some good characterization, but she's she might be a terrible person, but she's better than a character who doesn't have as much going for her.
Yeah.
Let's put it this way: if every character started at number 0, Sakura has too many negatives, and while this one is just at neutral to me, she's like at 0.
Yeah, but I don't think like Sakura does have negatives, but like flaws in a
A
character.
couple.
Like she has a lot of negatives. We know that, but I still think that like she just has more. If we're just counting the positives, she has more positives than Kaori does.
Okay, so Kaori, if in a tier of S, A, B, C, D, and F, where would you put her?
I'll say D. Put Sakura up to B tier. I would say,
B tier.
and Karin into A tier.
Interesting. Okay.
Azumi, do you agree?
F.
Yes. Okay. So.
Yes.
So anyway,
I will honestly,
Kare bottom.
I will put Sakura and F and Karui at like D, if anything.
No, the thing is, we're not measuring like how much we like the character. We're just measuring who is better overall. Like Kare isn't relevant enough.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, I can put her in an irrelevant tier if you want.
Irrelevant.
No, just put her in D tier. Just put her in D tier.
Put her in D tier. Okay.
Making a whole nother
Is everybody
section.
okay with that? Is everybody
Yeah.
okay with that?
Yeah, sure. We can readjust this later.
Okay. Let us go. Number 17 on the ranker.com's list, Tayuya, the sound cloud. I was about to say the SoundCloud ninja.
What is she? I don't
No,
remember her.
she's from the Sound 4. You remember that arc where Sasuke left and then the sound guys were taking him and one by one they were fighting them? She's the girl with the flute.
The girl that fights Shikamaru
Oh,
and
I
Tamari.
like her. I don't remember much.
I liked her
about
too, to be honest.
I liked her too.
Yeah, me too. I remember that she was very what's the word I'm looking for? Vulgar? Was that the word I'm looking
I remember
for?
she was pink.
Yes. She fights with a rather she has a really interesting fighting style actually. She controls
like-
I would choose her as a character in Naruto Ninja Storm. Like
She has like the
it was
summoning
great.
Man, I
genjutsu
love those
type
games.
thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like it was cool. I thought her powers were really cool, and like in a series that up until this point really had like really boring female characters, I thought she was like a great addition.
What I really liked about her, I find her like a very interesting obstacle for our protagonist to overcome, and I really enjoyed the fight with her and Shikamaru. Like
Yeah, I
a lot.
loved that. I loved it too. Like how he was like, what did he do?
Man, what a drag.
Cut down the branch to create like some extra shadow. Like Shikamaru was awesome.
Yeah,
But
just
we're
like,
not
oh, how could
talking
you?
about men today. No
Yeah.
misogyny from us today. Let's
So
talk about women.
Yeah.
Female
So-
empowerment. Let's go.
I was gonna say like,
Female
oh, how
empowerment.
could you
We've been
decipher
talking
my?
shit about most of the characters.
No, honestly, besides Sakura, we've been talking up characters. You guys called the Karui girl pretty. I said I would want to bite Karin. I mean, I would want to
Oh my
spend time
God.
with
No,
Karin.
no. You said you wanted to eat her.
Anyways, Taya, great character.
If they were men, we
great.
wouldn't be talking about their bodies.
You guys are the
Huh?
ones who brought up their bodies.
Oh,
Speak
Damn
for
it.
yourself.
Taya,
Remember how?
your internalized misogyny because of the overwhelming patriarchic whatever is showing.
Yeah, that was going
true.
somewhere.
Oh my God. Okay.
Actually, no. When if we get to Kaguya, and I'm sure she's here. Like, we'll talk about about not sexualizing the male characters.
Yeah, I also liked how she did have like some level of taijutsu skills that like none of the other like obviously they were all Genin at the time, but none of the other
Mhm.
girl characters had. Like she was like a character that would actually scare the male characters, whereas like Ino,
Yeah.
Sakura, Hinata, they would all get bodied.
I
Yeah.
remember like Shikamaru was saying like, oh, what a drag that I always keep ending up fighting female like girls, and then he went like, good thing that you don't act like one or something like that.
Tamari. Okay, I think I missed out on Tamari because Tamari was very powerful. I actually love Tamari, and I hope she's on this list because I think she's
Yeah,
probably going to be top 3 for me.
she is actually number 3 in this list.
Oh wow. Okay.
Bro, you weren't supposed to say
You
that though.
weren't supposed to spoil it.
We gotta
I
give them a little
Spoil it.
mystery, you know?
Oh god damn it! I'm so sorry.
You
I just
guys,
found it so I found it so funny that he got the exact number for the list.
it's fine.
Yeah,
It's fine.
but like we can't tell them, oh my god,
If only we
Law
could
is
edit
like
that out or something.
Law literally
It's
knows.
fine. I'm not
How
editing
does
it
how
out.
does he know that?
Oh
I
no,
am
I'm
not.
sorry.
I am not editing this out. Anyways,
Damn it.
numbers. Oh wait, we have to, before we go to the number 16. Let's talk about our favorite SoundCloud rapper, Tayuya. I think she's. I think she's B tier too, above Sakura.
Above Sakura, I will put her above Sakura too. She at least makes for a very interesting fight, and she wasn't aided.
Me too.
Yeah. Okay, we're all in agreement. Let's go.
Why not?
Yes.
Let's go. Next
Number
one.
16,
B tier.
Grandma Chio, S
Oof.
tier,
Oh my
easily.
god. Yes,
Gio.
grandma. Love that woman. She's old. Um
Yeah, that's a plus.
Oh my god, no! I just
yo,
she's a great character,
she's old, guys. I love her.
but she's just
I
oh my god!
Ancient godmother, guys.
I mentioned how I love the Sasori fight. It's because of her. It is
Yes.
all because of her.
she was so
Oh.
goddamn badass. I was not expecting her to be that amazing. Like she kept saying like, oh, the
Oh.
legendary Chio, and like when they were hyping up her taking over like a whole castle by herself, and like, oh god damn it.
She's
This
like,
is
boy, shut the
awesome.
What did she have? Like
She-
her and 100 puppets or something?
No, she has 10.
Oh, 10. And Sasori
yeah.
had 100.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he got with 100 puppets. Yeah.
and she
my
still
God.
bodied him.
I just want to say, like, her introduction was just amazing. Like, I loved how she just had a different energy to anyone. Like, the moment she got on screen, like, she was already expressing resentment to Kakashi because he resembles the White
Fang.
dad for who killed her children. Well, her son and her daughter-in-law. But
Yeah.
I just loved her. Everything about her was like relevant and was so good for the story, which is not something you can say for a lot of the characters on this list.
Yeah, because the whole team up with the Sand Village right after they tried to destroy the Leaf Village, like even though it was manipulated by Orochimaru, it will still have like a lot of bad blood in between the countries.
Yeah.
Even in the past wars. So to have a character like Chio be like, bring that a little bit more to reality. I was so appreciative of her.
Like it's a lot like real life where like France and Germany fought against each other in World War II. But let's say 30 years later, they're entering treaties and alliances with each other, and people are going freely in between. And you'll go to somewhere where maybe you, as a soldier, you were bombing, and it's like, what in the world?
That's what they say. Like
Love
you
that
know, like
history.
yesterday's enemies are today's friends.
Yeah, but I just loved her character so much. What did you guys think? I don't want to just be saying I love her for 20 minutes.
I mean, I love her. Yeah.
She saved Gara.
Yeah, I thought that was one of the best sacrifices in the series.
She
Like,
sacrificed
yes.
herself for Gara. She was like, I'm old as fuck. I need.
If I'm dying
we
today,
need
I'm dying
him.
tomorrow.
We need our Kage.
Let's talk about Sasori.
Well,
Well,
wait,
we
no,
don't
We're
need
not
to talk
talking
about
about
him too
men.
much.
no.
I know we're not talking
No.
about men,
No.
This
her,
is about
it's
women,
relevant
man.
for her. It's
He's a
relevant for
man.
her. It's relevant for her.
Man.
No, that's
Give me a
her
second.
grandson. That's her grandson. Oh my god.
Ha
Are we-
Oh, yeah.
Are we in agreement that
Lady,
Chio is S tier?
yes, Lady Chia goes to
S
S tier.
tier. She died for our sins. She has to.
Wait, we didn't
Okay.
even talk about Sasori. I loved it, but okay. I
Oh,
loved
if
her
He's
you
a
fight with Sasori.
man.
I know he's a man, but we can talk about men in relation to women. You know, it's like
But
he's
in
not a
relation
he's
to
not a person to himself. Like he's her grandson.
even in
Like
the
you know what
female
I
tier,
mean?
even in the female tier list, we're still not we're still not free of all the
okay,
men.
you can
Yes.
talk about a man
Okay. Anyways, I just
for
thought like
five.
I just thought his death was beautiful. Like how um he could have possibly dodged the finishing blow, but didn't because it was coming from his parents' puppets on both sides,
You got a
but
minute
didn't
left to talk about a
because
man.
because because he wanted the embrace of his parents, and so even though he was gonna die, he was okay with it. And just thinking about how emotional that would be for Chio, and how much it would destroy you to be killing your own grandson with the puppet of your son and his wife.
Yeah, it's tragic.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like that just shows
But
you
the
how much of a
Manitoba,
badass she is. That shows
Yeah,
you how much of a badass she is. Like she did that.
by the puppet and her husband and her his wife.
Yeah, I love Chio. S tier easily. Number 15, trash. I mean, Kaguya Ototsuki.
Wow.
The lowest
Kaguya.
tier
Kaguya.
possible. The lowest tier possible.
Who is
Look,
Kaguya? Oh wait.
She was the final
the
villain.
final
Yeah,
villain,
yeah.
the
I
surprise
like
villain.
her.
This she her ending, everything after after Madara fought Guy really made me not want like Naruto. Like genuinely, the ending was
She
bad.
wasn't bad though.
She
She
I
was.
was a surprise, yeah, but I don't think she was bad.
not the welcome one,
When
I
you
would say.
foreshadow
I would put her at a B.
when you foreshadow a main antagonist, like only a couple, like maybe 100 or 200 chapters in, by foreshadowing Madara at the Valley of the End,
Yeah, and
and
Obito.
only to have this unforeshadowed villain pop out of nowhere and be the big bad after Madara, that was just
And
some bullshit.
and she was the one that basically killed Madara as well. And I was like, nah, I wasn't feeling it. I didn't even
Yeah.
like her fight either.
Yeah, I didn't like it either, except when Naruto did the reverse sexy jutsu.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, are you sure we wouldn't talk about the men the same way? I mean, like Naruto distracted her with a
I
reverse
was like,
harem jutsu.
damn.
I was okay. Honestly,
You
I
know
was a
he
little
was
mixed.
practicing that for Sasuke.
He definitely was.
But
Okay, do we
I
actually want to talk about her?
I mean, I was gonna say like that moment, like I found it weird. Like, I found it funny. I was like, this is the final fight of the entire series. We really have
I
time for
was
this shit?
watching it young. I was like, damn.
I just felt like it was so
And I laughed.
so boring. Like it was so
You
annoying.
weren't dying? Like, not even a little?
When
I
Naruto did the
mean,
verse sexy
Like, I
jutsu, that
was
was
laughing
cool.
like crazy.
honestly, to me, the highlight with the entire fight with Kaguya was the reverse harem jutsu.
It was. It
It
genuinely
was
was.
hilarious.
Because even the whole bullshit about Kakashi getting the two Sharingans temporarily, like getting that power up. Well, I think it was cool. I also thought like, no, that doesn't.
I didn't care
I
about
feel
the
like
power up.
I
I
feel
cared
like
about Kakashi's friendship with
yeah,
Obito.
I felt it was a little too
Oh
wishy
wait,
That
I'm
washy.
was
That whole
talking about
power
no
up.
no
Naruto. Sorry.
no no. I agree. Kakashi's friendship with Obito was beautiful. That was
Yeah.
Wait,
Kakashi and
well,
Obito
we have to
were one
save
of.
this. They're
Oh yeah, we
men.
can't talk about men.
Oh yes,
Just
no man.
Kaguya was a terribly one-dimensional character who just wants to destroy things and just comes in like for no reason, has no other purpose other than oh I want power, blah blah blah. It was such a terrible character,
Yeah.
at like the lowest tier possible. Is it F tier?
And you want me to put it below
She
Karui?
cried for her sons
Wait, no,
though.
Kari is in D tier, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Is there any tier below that?
F.
Okay, so put Kaguya in F.
Oh, okay. What about you, Asumi? Do you agree?
I don't agree. She
Oh,
deserves at least C tier
what?
because she wasn't the
What?
worst thing in the world.
I would put her right next to Karui, honestly.
No. Like
So
she
so
wasn't. She had nothing. She had nothing.
Okay,
She
the thing
had
is, if we were to
Name
son.
average,
name one thing
She
interesting about
cried.
her.
She cried for her
she
son.
was the
I
She
one
was
cried.
character that
killing her
brought chakra.
sons.
No, wait.
I
Her
cried.
interesting thing is that she brought
She
chakra to the world of Naruto.
okay because she's relevant to the lore doesn't mean she's relevant to like me.
I mean, I mean, I think you got yourself right there, buddy.
No, but she's not relevant to me. Like the show could have existed without her. They could have said, "Oh, the Sage of the Six." Oh, you know what would have been even
She's
crazier
relevant.
if the Sage of the Six Paths was her, because the Sage of the Six Paths was foreshadowed, but nobody cared about his mom. Like,
I care about his mom.
Well,
hell?
I cared about Kaguya. I just didn't think she needed to appear in the present timeline.
she didn't.
She really didn't.
I wish she was the Sage of the Six Paths. That would have been a great twist. Like they could have done some bullshit. Like, oh yeah, why you guys all thought the Sage of the Six Paths was a guy? You misogynistic fans. It was a girl.
No, I wish she didn't appear at all. Honestly, I wish the fight would have been with
I
Madara
agree.
and then
That's
go
why
into a
I'm saying
transition
she's
into the
the
whole Sasuke
bottom.
thing.
That's why I'm
Actually-
saying she's the bottom because I wouldn't want her there.
She's not a
But-
bottom.
like-
She's a top.
No, because Karui, I think, like even if it's small, she had a somewhat net positive, and her being in the
What?
story actually helped. She got with Choji, and even before that, she provided some world building by having other villages, and there's characters in the old other villages that are a foil to our characters. So Karui brought something to the table. Kaguya was just there, and if she was gone, the show would have been better. That's why I'm saying she has to be F tier.
Oh,
But-
okay, that's a
but
good
no.
argument.
No, but if Azumi is in C tier and
And
both
I'm
of us
in
are in
D.
F, yeah.
No,
Okay,
I'm
if you're in
D,
D
and you're
tier,
in A.
if you're in
you're in
D
A.
tier, if you're in D, Azumi is C and I'm in F, then we average it out to being a D.
Yes, and I would
But
put her,
I
I
still
guess.
think she deserves F tier for all that I've argued.
Oh, that's fair,
No.
man.
That's my
I-
argument.
No.
Okay, now we're gonna
I
go.
can see why. though.
Now we're
I
gonna
can
go
see it.
into the characters that like it's gonna be rapid fire because no one remembers them. Number 14, Yugao Uzuki.
Literally no idea.
Yeah, I just remembered like what I think she was the girl who had actually I really don't know.
I
I'm
really don't
thinking
know.
I'm remembering there was this filler girl who had this really cool ability. I don't know if she's on this list, but she had the ability to change she would steal people's bodies and use their elements. So she was able to use 5 abilities, and by like using some sort of body transmutation technique, she would like change bodies, and then she would use fire, change bodies, and use earth. But she looked all the same, and you didn't notice until like Naruto damaged her when she's in a fire form, and she changes, and he's like, "Oh my god, she has like some crazy healing." But then the next time she used the fire ability, she had to change into the form that was damaged. So I thought that fight was really interesting. She had a really cool power, but I don't know if that's this girl
I don't think so. Like from
because
reading
she
here,
had a
I think she
similar
was
character, similar
with.
hair.
Apparently, she was the girl that was with
I already
Hayate
lost
Gecko.
track of what
You know
we
the
were
Okay.
talking about.
that guy that was the I'm trying to think of the English word for it. The guy that was in the tuning exams.
Okay.
The examinator.
Okay. So that's
Examinator.
definitely not her. But that the girl that I was talking about, I just remember there's a funny scene where like she grabs Naruto on the ground and she's kissing him to try and like seduce him, and then Naruto just throws her off. Anyways, I think okay. Are we going F tier because no one remembers her?
I mean, sure. I guess I will put her
If
below.
she isn't remembered, she doesn't deserve to be A tier or S tier.
F tier.
Put
You mean
her
F
on the
tier.
F.
F tier.
F.
Okay, because we
Okay.
have no idea who she is. Okay, next one.
Number 13, Yugito Ni, which is
I-
the Jinchuriki who controlled the Two Tails. I think
Yeah,
she
the
was
cat.
probably Matatabi. Something. I think that was a cat.
Huh?
I don't remember almost any. I don't think I remember.
I don't think
anything.
I really don't think she had any characterization besides when they brought up the Jinchurikis and they're all talking to Naruto. So again, I would say F tier because she really didn't bring much to the story.
What I remember was her being murdered by Hidan and Kakuzu. Like that's about it.
Yeah, and like I don't remember anything about her personality.
Oh, not really murdered, but like they took her to extract the Jinchuriki and then she
That
died.
that's murder.
With extra steps, man.
All right, okay, F tier again.
What do you think, Asumi?
Huh? I don't remember her.
I mean,
Okay.
honestly, I would put her D tier because I would put her right next to Kaya's. What was the one? I forgot her name. The guy like one with Choji.
Karui, I feel like Karui has to be C tier at
Just
this
put
point.
her in F.
Can we put Karui in C tier?
I mean, I don't know. I would still put Kaguya above Karui. I mean, like I think you're
Really?
overplaying Karui.
No, I'm underplaying Kaguya. Not underplaying. I'm adequately level playing Kaguya.
No, I mean Karui. I mean, like Karui is not C tier. Let's be
Karui
fair.
is D tier, but if you're putting
Yeah.
Kaguya in D tier, when Kaguya literally brought nothing to the story, and Karui, on the other hand, like I said, she added the elements. She added the element of world building to the story, like narratively speaking. Karui was better.
I mean, you okay? Fine. I'll put Yugito in D as is.
Yugito Ni has to be below Kaguya, and
Okay,
Karui
fine.
has to be above Kaguya.
Okay, do you agree with that, Bob?
Kaguya. What? Oh, Kaguya.
You forgot about her, and you put her in C tier. Can we?
Sorry, my mind is just going blank. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
What tier do you put? What tier do you put Kaguya? What tier do you put Yugito Ni?
Who's what?
Yugito Ni is like the two-tailed Jinchuriki. She's barely.
She can be F tier because she was barely there. But Kaguya deserves some respect, so I still feel she should be in C tier.
Okay.
But since you guys want her in D tier, it's okay.
No, we're doing D tier out of average.
Yeah.
I want her in F tier.
Yugito Ni?
Yugito Ni
Yugito Ni can be an F.
And what do you say?
She's irrelevant.
No, I agree. Let's move on.
Put an F. Next one.
Move on. Number 12, Shizune. Interesting character. She was a good side character for Tsunade. Doesn't have too much. She doesn't have too much characterization. The best thing about her was her. The best thing about her was her pig called Tauntaun.
Oh yeah, the pig.
He fought in the Ninja War though.
That doesn't make her a better character.
Yeah, but she was so badass.
And she was really nice and helpful to Naruto when Tsunade was being cold at the beginning.
I agree. I think B tier.
Yes, I will put B tier.
Azumi, what do you think?
She's best girl. Best girl. B tier.
Let's go. Next one.
Above or below the girl with the flute?
Oh my God.
Name I forgot.
B tier.
I think above the flute girl.
Okay,
what do you guys think?
I'll put her above the flute girl. Next character.
Okay. Number 11. And the last one on this list, because we're only going to be covering the first 10 this week. 10-10.
Oh, how fitting.
Number 10.
10-10.
But she's not even number 10. She's number 11. That's how you know they're
yeah, but it's the 10th character with his Gus.
Yeah, they're the 10th character for us. So she wasn't even on screen, but I think simply because of the fact that Kaguya is annoying and she's in D tier, I have to put 10-10 in C tier.
I will put Tenten in F for the biggest disappointment in the series. He's barely there. Like I remember somebody making the joke where Naruto's swing set is more in the show than Tenten. And
no, but it is.
Actually,
Tenten is literally so powerful in Naruto Ninja Storm, and she's literally never used in the show
because
she has so much potential. She has so much potential, and they didn't use her.
Yeah,
I'm mad.
Yeah, and the stupid attacks with the goddamn fan too. They were really good.
Yeah, so 10-10. No, you're
thinking
about Tamari.
So 10-10, where do we put her?
10-10, I think.
Oh yeah. 10-10 has a fan and the fire fan where she got in the Ninja War when they were fighting the Gold and Silver brothers.
I literally don't even remember that.
Yeah, she was the one that only was like to use that ninja tool.
I have to say she was good. She
C tier?
Didn't let her do much. Really? I say C tier.
I will put her in D tier.
I feel like it's the writer's fault, not hers.
I can agree with Izumi, not on the writer's fault, because like
Oh, okay. If you're gonna put her in C tier,
Shino,
can you tell me one thing about her that you like?
her buns.
I like that she
No,
has buns
personality,
on the
personality
top
wise.
of her head.
No, personality
personality
wise,
She's
wise.
nice.
personality wise,
Is she?
okay.
She's confident.
I can actually agree. But Riku, I want us to have let's negotiate. I will put 10-10 in D tier. If
Okay.
you change your vote for Kaguya to F tier.
Oh, nah, she's not. She's not that bad. Okay, she's bad in the moment that she appeared in the story and by the end, but her story before it, she was fine. Like when she was alive for
okay.
real.
10-10 C tier.
Tendency, you're fine. Fuck it.
All right, 10-10. So what do we have right now? Let's just summarize it to the end before we wrap up.
Okay, from bottom to top.
Yeah.
The purple haired girl that was with Hayate Gecko, whose name I forgot.
Okay.
And
You
Yugi
remember
told
the
me,
guy, but not the girl. What?
Yugao Uzuki.
Misogynist.
Okay, Yugao Uzuki.
Wow.
We
Wow,
got in
Riku.
the,
We're
we got
seeing
in the
your true
bottom.
colors now.
We got in the bottom Yugao Uzuki. Okay. Next
Okay,
character. Next character we got Yugi Toni.
Okay.
And that's how we close down F tier. D
Yeah.
tier we got Karui.
Okay.
Out of all the times we've talked to about her, I already memorized her name.
She
And
was
then we
nice.
got Kaguya.
I think Karu should be over Kaguya. Like better than.
Yeah, I know you bought her F. And,
We
your
get it,
and
Law.
yeah.
Okay, continue.
Okay, and then that's how we close out D tier. C tier we got 10-10. And that's it.
Okay,
And
that's fine.
then we go to B tier, we got Sakura. Then we got Tayuya, and then we got Chizune.
Okay, put Shizune and Tayuya over Sakura.
Yeah, they are.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I'm in ascending order.
Just want to make sure. Okay, then that's good. Then
Okay.
what's else? What else is there?
Any contradict?
No.
Do you want to contradict anything about this, Clouds?
No?
Nope.
Oh, clouds, yeah.
No?
Oh,
Okay,
wait.
perfect.
Wait, no.
What?
No, Kaguya needs to be above what was her name?
Ooh.
Kari.
Karu. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
If you both feel that way, then sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Then if there are no further objections, go to A tier.
Nope, she had more screen time. It's only fair.
Okay. We go to A tier. We got Karin, and that's it.
Karin is one of a kind. She is the girl. She like who can be on the same level with Karin, you know?
Yeah.
Anyways,
And-
go on.
And to close off the tier list and F tier, we got Chiyo, Lady Chiyo.
Lady Chiyo, Grandma Chiyo. I love.
Oh,
Chiyo.
she was S tier.
Yeah.
Yes, the three of us voted for her to be S
I
tier.
love her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who
And-
doesn't
and-
love her?
So we're going to be covering the next top 10 next week. Well, the top 10 on ranker.com. You can check the link in the description, and you can wait to see our predictions on where we would put them on a tier list. So far, Chiyo's number 1 with Kari number 2. Sakura is probably top 3 currently, which is crazy.
No, she has her number 5.
Oh, she's number 5. Okay. That's still crazy. I think Grandma Chiyo is a good spot. And as we fill in the list, there's going to be like a greater disparity. Sakura probably will still be around halfway point, maybe 10, because Naruto doesn't have extremely compelling female characters. I don't know what you guys think.
Yeah. I had to agree with
I
you
agree.
on that one. I think the author
He did
actually
them no
admitted it
justice.
himself.
Yeah.
That he didn't know how to write female characters.
Okay,
Then again,
I
I can
blame
then again-
Kishimoto.
yeah. Then again, Kishimoto made Tsunade, so I don't know how to take that.
What's your predictions for next week in terms of who's number 1?
Number 1
No, on our list.
on our
I
list.
think number 1 would be the well-dressed pig, Tauntaun. I think that was his name.
It's a
name,
guy.
her
I don't know. Maybe it's a girl.
What do you
I don't
mean?
know.
She wears pearls.
Are you saying guys can't wear pearls? Oh my
Yes,
god!
She's a
Oh
well-dressed
my God.
pig, okay?
Girls were
Hansel
popular
Azumi.
I'm so sorry.
at one point.
I didn't mean to assume a pig's
Put
gender.
up your apology video with your like merch in the description.
Okay.
Okay, is Tauntaun from Naruto male or female?
Let's see. The
And
moment of truth. Drum roll, please.
Well,
Female.
And the answer is we're not sure.
No, it's female.
No, the data book says it's female.
oh, nice. So anyway, to close this off, I would like to say do. Do you guys have any more things to say?
Do do do.
Do-do-do.
Anyways, take care, everyone. See you next week for the second half.